One of the shadiest things I believe a company can do when it's publicly traded is once they see their stock pumping up, pretty much everyone that's holding the stock and being invested, they sell the shares and billions of dollars worth of shares on them, causing the stock price to sell off on every investor that believed in your company. Now, two stocks did this today. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky. If you guys did not hear the news, Oklo is down 6.2% after market hours, and SoFi is down 6.1% during after market hours. What exactly was released? SoFi announced an underwritten public offering of $1.5 billion worth of common share stock. This is approximately a 4% dilution. SoFi is notorious for this. Feel free to look it up. They've been doing it back since 2022. But the one that I feel like is the most shady is Oklo, the complete speculative, supposed, nuclear generator company. It's supposedly not even supposed to generate any revenue until 2029. The stock is one of the best performing stocks, believe it or not, for 2025. And today it had at one point a 16 or 17% gain on the day. And then it decided after market hours to release that Oklo is selling $1.5 billion worth of their share, and every investor that was holding that stock got wiped. Check it out. If you guys look at this on the 4-hour time frame, again, this has become a very popular stock from lows of $19 per share to highs of $193 at one point. You can see that now it looks like executives are really, like, the company itself is just trying to get out or at least take some profits, supposedly to be able to use that money for the business itself. The part that is so funny is if you actually look into this business, it doesn't make any money. It loses money every single year, and it's not expected to make any money until 2029. I don't know about you, but it's super sus when a company goes absolutely parabolic. It gaps up 16%. It reminds me a lot of like AMC and GME when their stock pumped up and the company itself sold its own shares on investors and leaving investors to bag hold the stock because they knew that it was never actually worth that dollar amount. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. On top of that, some good news being released. U.S. suspends planned sanctions on China and stops all new export control measures. Something to take into consideration. Possibly easier to now negotiate with China, or at least this is something that Trump has done in the past before, but then takes it back if he gets offended or triggered by anything that China is doing. On top of that, I wanted to ask you guys, we're getting closer to the weekend. I wanted to make more of a detailed video on why a lot of people and a lot of investors are staying out of Oracle. Oracle has one of the worst debt to equity ratios, and this is why a lot of people are staying out. This is back to 2008 levels is what a lot of people are comparing it to, and JP Morgan continues to try to offload all of the loans that it has with Oracle to other companies. Now, again, that's something that I want to dive a little bit deeper, but we'll leave it up to you guys. So other than that, again, one of the trades that I did take today, I ended up giving a portion of it back, was on MSTR. I made $1,200 on this one, and then on Oklo, I made $6,200, as you can see here. Other than that, positions are closed. Excited for tomorrow's live trading session and to see what the market presents. NASDAQ market closed relatively pretty flat, but during the overnight hours is beginning to gap up. And when we look at BTC, BTC is consolidating. I would love to see BTC sell off, therefore giving me more of a reason on why to short MSTR, because when BTC sells off, then so will MSTR. But I need to make sure that moving forward, today is a really good example, and especially yesterday, I was up a decent dollar amount, and I ended up giving a portion of my profit back because there's lack of progress on the downside. And I just need to keep it simple. I need to make sure that direction is in my favor, and that is always best done when Bitcoin is actively selling off and shorting MicroStrategy. So again, I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date, and I want to remind you, just because I short something doesn't mean that you should. My trade is not your trade. My risk tolerance is not your risk tolerance. Please make sure, especially if you're a beginner, that you completely stay away from shorting, as again, it's not designed for beginners. If you, again, are a beginner, but you want to be able to watch me trade live every single morning, you can start tuning on in as soon as tomorrow. Second link in the description down below. You can sign up today and start watching me trade live as soon as tomorrow. I appreciate your guys' time. I hope that we're in a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.